at a fundamental level, in terms of all the underlying metrics and variables that actually really do make a difference, the crypto market is in fact heating up. There's some volatility over the course of that heating process, but that is the trajectory. And three mid-cap projects in particular are catching our attention. One is building agentic AI economies. Another is reshaping identity, big issue, with billions in DeFi liquidity. And the third one is just crushing it in storage right now. Each one of these has fresh updates, strong growth, and near-term catalysts that are going to make a difference. And so in this video, we're breaking down these three spectacular altcoin projects. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie, and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest. I genuinely do wish you well. But I'm not a financial or investment advisor, nor is this video official financial or investment advice.
Walrus is a data layer for Web3, and what that means is it deals with data storage, data availability, and then with Seal coming, you can now give access control as well. Seal is absolutely the missing piece in this big step change in bringing the kind of Web 2 world into the Web 3 world, or just expanding the Web 3 world.
Seal is a decentralized key management system. It allows you to get keys to encrypt data and then store that data either on Walrus, the decentralized storage system, or on SWI or wherever else, and then define smart contracts that basically determine who's allowed to decrypt that data.
Walrus is like Apple Photographs, and Seal offers the password protection that you have to access those photographs.
Seal really comes to complement Walrus and automate that process of encrypting data, uploading it to Walrus, and then only giving access to that data to the people who are authorized to get that data. It's
what you would expect in the traditional world, the Web 2 world, and now we're just making it possible in the Web 3 world.
Our first midcap for today is Walrus. It is the decentralized data storage protocol on SWI, S-U-I, and as you just heard, actually with Seal, they've added access control. And what this means is that it's a lot easier to give, but also to revoke and to control access to the data that Walrus is storing for you on your behalf. If you think about the implications of this, whether it's for things like medical records or other sensitive information, you can restrict access. So, for example, let your specialist have access to your medical records, for instance, but access is only for 72 hours to help with a particular diagnosis or surgical consultation, whatever the issue may be. And then after that, access reverts back only to you. So it's much more selective, it's much more programmable. And even bigger implications exist for AI and the management of data sets, because you can train the model however you want, but you can limit who else has access to your data set. Or if your data is part of the data set, you can restrict who sees it in its entirety. And with Seal's encryption on Walrus, we get what the Walrus team calls programmable privacy. Now, that is a huge step forward, especially since we expect Walrus to become a pretty big player in decentralized AI and the storage and use of AI models. The Walrus ecosystem is also growing rapidly. Talus uses Walrus to process data on-chain quickly so that they can deploy AI agents faster. And then, of course, RWA protocol Plume uses Walrus to ensure they can verify asset data. Open Gradient is here and on BitTensor subnet as well. It uses Walrus to access and train AI models. And there's lots more. We have 178 projects that are listed on the ecosystem project directory. And it's not just AI. There are gaming and entertainment apps here, and even infrastructure like Crossmint. That's for adding APIs to wallets, and AI agent-based commerce. And then finally, we have none other than Google, who is partnering with actually both SWI and Walrus on agentic payments. This is what we've been waiting for here at Altcoin Buzz. Full AI automations that include digital payments to an AI agent with cryptocurrency. And SWI is part of Google's AP2 protocol that's making this all happen. So Walrus very much wants to be the Web3 Amazon Web Services, AWS, and they're off to a good start. It looks like they are well on their way. At a price, as I record right now, of 36.5 cents, Walrus has a market cap of $530 million. That is squarely in the mid-cap range, kind of right between $100 million and $1 billion. Its launch was in March. Circulating supply is 1.44 billion out of a total and maximum supply of 5 billion. Now, this is a number that's lower than we'd like to see as far as a ratio and as a percentage, but we have to also remember that the TGE, the token generation event, was recent, and we do expect this number to improve, that percentage. All-time high, for context, was 73 cents in May, and we expect Walrus to challenge and surpass that during the rest of this cycle. Quick shout out to Surge here. This is our risk-free prediction game that's available on Telegram. And in this game, you just swipe left or right. You can kind of think Hamster Combat or even Tinder. You're swiping to guess whether a crypto asset pumps or dumps. And in the process, you earn rewards. And actually, hopefully, you can pick up some market skills as well while you're at it in the form of technical analysis. They've also kicked off a weekly giveaway. It's a contest that is super simple. Every week, there's a coin of the week. This time it is BNB. All you have to do is swipe to find it on the Surge app. Once you see BNB, screenshot it and then drop it under their tweet. One random reply wins $50 in USDT. It is super easy. You may as well be the one that wins, but of course, to win, you have to at least participate. So check out Surge, have some fun swiping, maybe snag some prizes along the way. Check out Surge, check out the links as well as the competition details and the Twitter information, X information in the description below. At number 2 here, we're looking at Virtual's protocol and the Virtual, that's VIRTUAL token. This is a midcap AI-driven protocol. We're trading right now at down on the day at $1.03 with a $680.3 million market cap as I record. Just want to make sure that we're getting a snapshot of the price. So this puts them, as you can see by ranking, at number 151 across all crypto assets as measured by market cap. The supply here is capped at 100 million tokens. And about 2 weeks ago, on September 12th, 2025, Virtual's co-founder shared a pretty ambitious goal to reach $100 million in agent-based revenue by year end in 2025. Many fans got excited by the announcement, of course, and Masari and Meme Insider both reported on this update. Now, the team highlights AI agents as an entirely new layer in DeFi economies and economics. Another highlight this week came from ecosystem partnerships. So Backroom, a partner project, announced deeper integration with Virtuals. On-chain tools now can access better and more AI agents. So partnerships like these obviously help to keep the momentum growing. Again, despite the negative price action as of this recording on this day, but we're seeing more activity on X and more positive underlying indicators that relate to DeFi as a result. Ecosystem data is also more evidence of growth. Virtuals reports growing revenue streams on DeFi Llama, which include annualized fees crossing $9.2 million. TVL, which is total value locked, remains small, but it is rising, which signals early stage adoption. Agentic activity keeps growing, and so these metrics do show positive week-over-week growth. Looking ahead, Virtuals aims to expand its AI economic layer by Q4, so the end of this year. And we have some short-term catalysts that include roadmap milestones and agent partnerships as well. Altcoins really in general across the board are down today, but at $1.05. It's a good entry point for Virtual, in my humble opinion. Last but not least here, and we're being opportunistic and we're trying to take advantage of this dip, Morpho. This project is one of DeFi's most efficient lending layers. Its Morpho token, that's MORPHO, trades, as I record, at $1.66. That is down 7% on the day with a $551 million market cap, ranked around number 173. Right now, it is drawing attention from large holders, though. And part of that is we see supply inflows from staking have fueled steady growth in liquidity. Then there is this key recent development. Altcoin Buzz listed Morpho among projects facing major unlocks this week. In fact, the unlock is going to be pretty significant, $513 million in circulating value in Morpho. But despite this, Morpho's core TVL is remaining pretty resilient. Investors, I guess, view unlocks as opportunities rather than pure risk. In fact, Dune Analytics highlighted Morpho's rise on the 8th of September. They showed over 220,000 active wallets in 2025, and the dashboard also cites growth in weekly loan volumes. These are stats that show more adoption, at least more so than hype. So there's some solid fundamentals behind it here, which collectively cement Morpho as a pretty serious DeFi contender. Ecosystem growth, for example, is very clear. This is as per DeFi Llama. Morpho, as of right now, shows a $7.135 billion TVL. That is very, very significant. That's up very significantly month over month as well. And its integrations with Aave and Compound are driving sustainable yields. Governance plans include expanding to more chains, which is good news. And we know that more chains is going to lead to more adoption potential. That's at least the high likelihood. So there you have it, 3 solid altcoins that, if they aren't already, really ought to be on your radar. And if you're in the market, guys, for really the only exchange that you need to be using in 2025, take a look at Bitget and this recent video that we produced analyzing, reviewing Bitget. There's some great incentives there that you can avail yourself of as well. Check out the links in the description below.